Welcome back. All right, we heard from RBC yesterday. They reported their earnings. Today is the day for CIBC. What will the numbers have in store? Mike Eppel joining us now at the 680 Business Center. Good morning to you, Mike.
Good morning, Melanie. The CIBC has, something to perhaps improve investor confidence, because this stock has been one of the laggards in the financial services sector on Bay Street. It's hit a two-year low in recent trading days, and would probably like to change the tone, because all in all, this company has a very nice dividend payment to shareholders. We'll see if the numbers live up to or down to expectations from the market. A little bit of concern about the international businesses of a lot of the Canadian banks for this quarter, what with the overhang of trade uncertainties and such. But then, what did the RBC say yesterday? Well, the Royal Bank reported a record-breaking profit of $3.3 billion. It was up 5%. They raised their dividend. The domestic operations of the RBC, just here in Canada, had an 8% increase in profitability. So domestically speaking, the big Canadian banks are doing just fine. It's more about what's happening outside our borders, and certainly the issues in the United States might weigh on some of these companies, and we'll track all of this today on the TSX. Also looking for interest rate signals, as we had the Eurozone minutes from their last interest rate discussion due this morning. Yesterday, we heard from the U.S. Federal Reserve, where, of course, at the last meeting, the U.S. Central Bank cut interest rates a quarter of 1%, and they took great pains to basically say that was not necessarily the start of a trend. Investors, of course, want to see lower interest rates, as does the U.S. President Donald Trump. Just this morning, we found out that Germany's manufacturing sector is in the midst of a major slowdown, and a lot of the Eurozone economies are looking at negative rates of return on their bond market yields. So again, there's signs of recession building in the Eurozone specifically, so that is certainly something that a lot of investors are paying very close attention to. Tomorrow, U.S. Fed Chair Jay Powell will be giving the keynote address at the U.S. Central Bank's Economic Symposium in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And that is an annual gathering of economists and central bankers to talk about the state of affairs in the global economy. So that, too, Melanie, is something that a lot of people are waiting to hear. It's August, and it's a lot about, right now, forward guidance to what we can expect, dare we say, in the fall. Once everything gets back to sort of...
That's a bad F word, Mike. Bad F word.
I know. But everything kind of gets back to normal after Labor Day.
No, I'm still into summer. I'm going to stay there forever in my mind. Thank you, Mike.